hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. Yeah, we rolled. Yeah, we rolled. A critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week.
on. Okay, give me a sec. A sec to get everything set up again.
Everyone
Crazy.
shut up. I'm having the most
Yes.
riveting conversation with this side table.
Oh my
Keep-
god.
Keep
As long
talking, darling.
as long as it's made out of a natural material, I can talk to it.
Wow.
It's made out of a natural.
You saying that while playing as Zemitzi concerns me.
Wait, I have a question.
Oh, Rose
Can
can
you-
do that.
Can Rose talk to food?
Yeah.
Like,
Rose
could
can
she
to-
talk to a plate of vegetables?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh my god. Ladies
There's a
and
comment
gentlemen,
about this.
welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where we are going to talk to your vegetables and going to plot the next vegetable against you. Tired of vegans, tired of vegetarians. They more harm than they prevent, and we're gonna stop it.
No, we're not.
Thank you guys.
Veggie La Revolution.
I'm sorry. What was that time you broke up a little bit?
Veggie La Revolution.
Veggie La Revolution. You know, they actually did a study where they found out that vegetables pain.
I don't like this.
They also
I
make
don't like
music.
this either.
They can make music.
Yes.
They can make music.
And they mourn their dead.
Don't. Okay.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
No, no, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm a GM. Torture is literally my thing. All right, so folks, thank you very much for joining us tonight here on Dinner and a Game. We are going to be playing some Emerald Sanctums. For Emerald Sanctums, we're going to be playing a World of Darkness multi-splat game. Now, if you don't know what that means, it means that we're going to be playing a game that basically involves just about every type of darkness natural playable race there is from the 20th anniversary. The reason we're using that rule set is because when we started this, there wasn't enough modern books to play anything more than vampires. But now there's the werewolf book. And did they already release an age book?
No.
I don't think they
that's
have
right.
yet.
They still have not confirmed that they're working on it.
I want it.
I thought that was really great.
Same.
When I was at Gen Con and they're like, well, we're not official. And I was like, but that means thinking about it. And he's like, I cannot say what I'm thinking about. So anyway, but yes, so we are basically playing the 20th anniversary edition because in this game we have a mage, we have two different wares, a werewolf and a were dinosaur. We also have a squishy mortal, and we have our Fey Hottie / I suck your brain out with my looks, and you can't do anything but stare at me, and then you cry.
/ Supreme Girl Boss.
Also / General of the Armies.
Literally Girl Boss Supreme.
Oh,
Oh, and did we
so
forget
close
to
to that
mention
son.
Working Mother?
And Wife of 3.
Wife
Maybe
of
soon
three.
to be maybe soon to be 4 because King David can't get his shit together. That's not even a marriage of convenience, it's a marriage of practicality. Like,
That's a marriage of inconvenience.
It is a marriage of
marriage of inconvenience.
Your entire married life is going to be like, where the fuck did he go this time? He went, oh, fucking fuck.
It's like, oh, he took Finn with him. Great, so both of them are missing again.
Listen,
Who let them go together?
Yeah, that's like,
for one,
let them go get bagels together.
it's going to
Who
turn out
sent them
that
to go get the bagels. Rose is never having a bagel again. I'm so sorry, Rose.
it's going to turn out that it's just a simple fact that all of all of the administrative staff in all of Fatum are completely incompetent, and so they can't keep track of
God.
their schedules, and they keep on losing their rulers.
I wouldn't be surprised. They'd still be more productive than Congress, though.
Oh, ow, ow.
ow.
Is that really necessary? That was really ow.
Damn, that was good.
What, are you
Is she
Congress?
wrong though? Is she
I said-
wrong though?
I said that was good. I said that was good.
I'm talking to Ray.
No, I was just like,
I didn't fucking think so.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Do you want what he's having?
Cove is in a mood. We're just gonna sit over here and not
Yeah,
really
wait, Cove is
antagonize
in a
them.
mood, and Fia is in a huge mood right now.
Oh yeah.
The ocean
Fia's
is
gonna get us arrested.
Yeah, it's gonna be worse
Fine.
than that.
I got money.
I
I
got
got
money.
my husband's money.
You're missing husband.
I was gonna say, and you actually have a wedding license certificate and everything. You got all the documents.
Oh man,
So,
I think
guys-
Rose will be so happy to hear what Fia's doing.
I would be so proud. So proud.
So, last we left off, the Fae contingent was looking for a gentleman known as High King David. Is literally the root of all the Fae in the world currently, who has for the second time in the course of this campaign gone missing. Now, let's go ahead and the rest of our lovely group has taken a beach day, and they went to the beach, and then someone who has not been present in this timeline for more than a year went swimming in the Puget Sound and discovered what's at the bottom of the Puget Sound, which is trash. And this did not go over well. And there may have been some junked cars flung onto a public beach from the water.
And I do it again.
I do it again.
He's still doing it. He continues.
I was gonna say,
ew.
last I remember, you had been temporarily halted by a hug, but they still have to manage to get you out of the water.
You have to get me out of the water, and you have to keep me from coming back under cover of nightfall.
Yeah, see, the problem is keeping him out of the water now that he knows what's going on.
I know. It's like, I'm going to
Good luck.
throw all the trash back on the
Every
shore where it
time we
belongs.
don't have Fia in line of sight, he's throwing shit out of the Puget Sound.
If I ever have to miss a session, that's just what Fee is
Right,
doing.
that's
Fia
what Fia's been up to
Fia
the
goes
whole
down
time.
to the, down to
Legit.
the beach again and just starts littering the beach with stuff from the water.
How's it feel?
This is yours!
Oh god. So anyway, let's check in with everybody and see how everyone's doing, and let everyone tell you who they're playing this big bunch of merriment that we're going to be experiencing together. I said merriment. So first
You
off,
say merriment, but we think you might mean the other thing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to have a game. Why can't we just have a nice game?
A Satan?
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 I heard, why can't we have a Satan?
Why can't we have a Satan?
How about, shall we say, Satan?
My God.
I sure did.
So let's go ahead and start out with. Oh, actually, let's start out with the not princess herself. Starshard Stories.
Hi.
I
What?
love how they started reeling back. He's like, Starshard Stories. Who?
Countess Rosaline of House Islanded. She is a
Island.
she noble.
Yeah, not princess.
I'm not naming all of her titles. We'll be here all night.
You're still outgunned by your husband, but on titles. I'm just saying.
For now.
Let's keep on going around and run away from Starshard now. Let's go to my other right and say hi to Diamond. Diamond, who are
Hi.
you playing tonight?
I'm playing Bay. I'm playing Bay Edmonds, the very human hunter with a martyr creed who is one conviction point away from a new funny trick. Because Hunter's a weird system, and that's how
Very
I
weird.
earn my weird shit, is people have to agree with me.
And once they agree with you, enough times, change the reality.
No, that's no. No.
You get a new superpower.
I do get a new superpower.
There you go.
Milagros is yelling at me that Bay is not allowed to do the martyr thing. I'm just like, I'm sorry, I have to.
Yep.
I get superpowers if I do the martyr thing.
Not gonna stop Bay from having super.
I'm not allergic to my own superpowers.
Not allergic to my own superpowers. It's everyone else's superpowers.
Yeah.
We'll
Or
continue.
if you get more superpowers, you can't be allergic to those, right?
Right?
Far. But that's more for me to.
Let's not.
Bay kind of is allergic to themselves. That's why the visions are flavored the way they are.
And
Okay.
for more on that, you next things may. Next, we'll go around to say hi to amazing Tasha. Thanks
Oh, that's me.
for playing tonight.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sphinx Akasha, your current reigning champion of bards, and tonight I will be playing Emerus Malik Grant, our lovely mage of the Order of Hermes, the owner and proprietor, and all other things to the Couch and Quill tea shop / bookstore, and this universe's current Merlin. Who is possibly questing for this universe's Excalibur.
And that's trust me. That's figuring. Have a good time.
You say time, but again, I think you mean the other thing.
Hey, oh no, not harsh anyone. Someone
That's
might
true.
consider that. I'm just saying. Let's move on. Next, we'll say hello to Choking on a jelly bean. Milagros, how are you doing, and who are you playing?
I'm very good. I got to see one of my cousins for the first time in like 5 years today. She lives in Ohio, and now we're kind of planning for her to come and stay over and hang out at some point in the summer. So that was super fun. And I will be playing Pandora, our Black Fury werewolf, and Resident Murder Machine. I got all these dice because this is how many dice I need to roll her damage. Yes, very, very happy to play. Very excited.
That doesn't make you happy at all to have all.
She's very tempted to play catch with Fia right now, but that would not be approved of in this setting. She needs to take Fia to the junkyard. Fia needs to get some of that rage out.
Yep. And speaking of rage, let's go complete the circuit and go around and say hi to Cove. Cove, you don't have to tell us how you're doing because we're all scared. But who are you playing?
I love that they saying this about the person with the giant teddy bear. Like Cove is gonna just put that bitch in a headlock.
Well, I'm doing good, and I guess I'll introduce the bear. This is Usagi. I am well aware that this is not a bunny, but this is Usagi. But no, I am actually doing fairly well. I'm in a pretty good. And I am playing Fiacra Miren. He's not doing as well. I will concede that. He has found a lot of trash in his waterways, and this is unacceptable. And then Basalt decided to try to use public image to talk him down, which I don't know how he thought that was going to go. But the dude who decided to captain an entire ship of only himself for 2 years because fuck it, I want freedom, I don't think is going to listen to public opinion.
just trying. Can't fault him for. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm. Okay, so you can fault him for trying, but that's still not nice. So, thank you all for being. Thank you, for having been. For those Emerald Sanctums, Milagros, is it?
Let me check.
I think we're getting close to 3 years. I think we're fairly
Everyone
close to it.
is though all these people are all content creators, right? And you find their link in the chat right now. Anyone you content creator or even at online us, hi. The biggest thing any of us like or follow content that ours, no matter what, it's our hobby, it's our passion, it's what we like doing. But someone takes that extra bit of time to actually click those like and follow buttons. That is a literal. If you can give the creators a like, their content, like I said, is linked in our chat, and if you can find it, our link tree is there too, and you can follow all dinner and other social media. What's the time, Malak?
We started October 5th, 2021, so we're at like 2.5 years.
A half year of
Yeah.
madness and chaos, and I don't think we can actually say madness and chaos complete yet. We've saved the world twice. I think.
Yeah, only twice.
I think 3 times is when you qualify the campaign as madness and chaos. So, but if you guys want to give, like I said, giving follow, please chat, and we are going to go ahead and start into as have everything, and that means that we can where we left off. We're going to actually start off with the because see what happened. Assault and Fia were underwater and in their what's the name of the form?
Oh, I think it's Arcid.
Arcid. Their Arcid form. So basically, they're giant werecroc person. And Fia was like they said. Fia was hurling junked cars that were sunk in the Sound onto the beach in frustration. Sheer amount of trash they found at the bottom. I think everyone else was kind of on damage control on the beach.
We're gaslighting.
Yeah.
Or flying a kite.
Or flying a kite.
Flying a kite. Flying a kite.
I think it's Emrys and Val flying a kite, Pandora and Bay gaslighting, which like they're definitely the socially adept ones. They're definitely
Val and
the ones we
Emery's,
talked to.
Val's all like grabs Emery's, oh help them, and Emery's is like, no, I've got a kite.
Nope. Let them. They've got it under control. Look. It's gathering. It's gathering static and stuff. It's gonna be great.
And right before everyone leaves, Emery's is electrocuted.
That's why the crystals are there.
Gotcha. All right. So, yeah. As I said,
Hello.
when we left off, Basalt literally had you kind of talk you down. They try and pull back a little bit, much bigger than than they are in this form, and they're trying to make eye contact, and they're like, can we back?
You can. I'm gonna eat. There's that whole thing. I got distracted by the. I got distracted. How long's it been since you actually hunted?
Are we? It's not been too. Trying not to attract attention to I've raided a couple of that money lasted me. Other than that, I hunt pretty because it's trying to continue to have money. Sound is actually not hunting. I'll take you.
If there's less trash, I'm definitely interested.
Sound isn't all. Sound is a lot of it is. This isn't. And not big. Oh, here and
I wonder if they start getting the hint. If those who dropped things in here started to sink.
I mean, half this stuff probably comes. I mean, the cars were probably crashed and probably find bodies in the.
We can sink people.
Trust me, have been.
But probably not for good reasons.
They were bad people, but the thing is, if we're gonna take this to that level, out exactly and to do. Like if you're intent on going back to the ship, that I don't have any problem leaving with a bang. If we're like coming back and forth, still do that things. We're just gonna have to do it. Have to do it without attracting unwanted attention to. Love you very much.
I love you too, and I don't want to be.
I know that. I know. We all kind of like makes a grandiose gesture towards the shore where the car is sticking up in the sand, and he's like, "We all know that." Like that's what I'm trying to say. Can we take some giant piece at
What I'm about to say is mostly a joke, but can we throw smaller pieces of metal?
I guess.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I
Just
knew it.
Don't
I
punch
knew
the
it.
metal through anyone. That's unusual.
I'll get creative.
And by the way, if you kill people, it's like it was back, and they'll suffer after you.
I mean, if they don't find the person,
Well, that's
I was gonna
that's
say,
the
yeah,
best way to
that-
do it. That's always the best.
I'll just eat them.
Can't find the body if I eat it. Can't press charges if there's no body. Can't find a body if I ate him.
I'm gonna go hunting for fish now because that is actually making me a little hungry.
All right. And, he says, be aware, is a orca sound, relatively non-territorial, but you're much bigger than I am. I don't know how they're going to react to you. And I know that they were much everywhere back when more active together, but now they're not as many. Best not.
Don't worry. I think I have another killing target in mind. but that's for later. I'll play nice.
Thank you.
Help, shoulder pad.
He's turning towards the shore and nodding as you're patting his shoulder. He begins swimming in and he changes. And he comes out of the water and he starts looking for. Well, he actually, because Emery's and and Val are right there. He kind of walks up to Emery's and Val, and it's like cold out here. No one else was swimming. And he's like, walks up to you guys and he's like, yeah, obvious that's something about that.
Yeah.
They are going to awesome. Probably be gone. It's
Okay.
I'm gonna stick around this area. Back to shore. Where are you guys headed next? Have any idea? He starts waving to Bay and Pandora, like waving them up.
I think part of the plan was to maybe hunt for Bay's hunter friend.
Probably check with Bay as to where. Oh, we're gonna go out. We can meet.
Probably. Yeah, probably a good idea. We should also check in with Rose and make sure that she is okay as well. Just long without, we shouldn't go so long without contact with her. She is known to kind of get up to shenanigans,
That's
as it were.
the very angry, tiny one.
The very angry, very hot one. Yeah,
I don't know. It's very shiny and focused.
that's fair. That's fair.
So
She
all
can and does do that from time to time.
I will, like I said, I'll stay here and wait for you. You guys need to take off. And he kind of like goes over to, like, actually no, he could actually have that on. He pulls out of his somewhat wet jeans. Pulls out a literal flip phone, like an old burner flip phone, and he says, "Your number."
And Emrys will tell him his phone number.
There, and then you see him use the keyboard on the old flip phone to text, and it just says hi, and it's all right. So we have a means of getting in contact with each other. He says, "I only have like 300 minutes left, so don't."
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, should we not wait for Fia? We can't.
If you want,
Okay,
you
well,
guys want to wait for Fia. I don't know how long they're gonna. I mean,
I'll
they
talk-
can hunt, but I don't know how much of it's gonna be hunting and how much is gonna be carrying things apart under.
Sure.
There's some wrecked ships out there, and they're probably gonna.
Sure.
Plus, they wanted ammunition for throwing things.
Sure. Pandora knows a guy who runs a junkyard that we needed to.
How much actual?
Well, the from what Pandora tells me about this particular junkyard, it's run by Guru, and they sometimes have like car tossing there, so it might be a fun way to blow off steam.
Pandora's walking up and she's on the phone explaining like the make of the car, the model, like where it is, being like, to help. I mean, if Fia wants to throw more shit, it saves this guy from having to get the stuff.
You hear the guy on the phone going, "Hey, that's a Hudson? A Hudson?
Yeah,
The
that's
last
what the
time
car
they made
said.
those was like 1938."
Well, I mean, it's waterlogged as fuck, but you can have it.
Like, I'm getting the truck. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
So if Fia wants to throw, I mean, I would do it when there aren't people around, but if Fia wants to clear out some stuff, it'll get taken away at least. It won't just sit here.
And rot.
Yeah, that seems like that would be more of a nighttime activity for Fia.
Yeah.
The folks don't usually come out here at night. At least I don't think so. I mean, there are other things and beaches that are kind of off the beaten path that folks will tend to more likely go to at night because it's not monitored and folks can get up to more shenanigans. Don't ask me how I know that.
Oh yeah, there's no reason you'd know that.
That's no reason I know that at all.
No reason. But yeah, if Fia wants to clear stuff out, at least this is a way I think he can do that to an extent and just not make such a huge mess that we all get in trouble.
Yeah.
I will let people.
Nice.
Where they broaching?
But you guys, if you guys want to stick around, I don't know how much. If you guys kind of looks, I'm assuming Faye walked up with Pandora.
Faye is laying on the beach after we gatekeep girl boss people from asking questions about Basalt and Fia going into the water. Faye is just laying there. Just no magic existing.
No magic. They can breathe for the first time in weeks.
The salt goes over, and they're human, not that much. And they crouch down beside you and say, "Where are you?"
You did the thing recently. Tastes weird. I don't know. I thought we were just having a beach day until it gets dark, and then we're gonna. I thought we were trying to figure out what happened with Rose, and Faye will pull out the phone and be like, "I don't know if she's messaged us back yet," and Rose would have gotten a text message that is basically going to the beach. Could be fine.
So this is a good time to jump back to Rose.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Rose.
Yeah.
A posse of High King David hunters.
Yeah.
And your stray husband that you have with you, because you're keeping that one on a very tight leash because you've lost one because you let him go too far to go somewhere alone. So.
Yes, continue.
So you guys are headed out and you trying to track down Kai King David based on information. You're trying to question people about Kai King David, and so you're trying to dig up what members of the Fae community are still. A lot of them, chrysalis they went through.
Yep.
Not feel comfortable areas anymore.
Yep.
A lot of them have literally ritual.
Yep.
But there are still some.
Okay. So that was not what I was gonna do.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
I have 3 things that I have to get done.
For one.
Number 1, the final thing will take a hot minute. The first one is I have to do Omen on the contract that was written.
Gotcha.
Because we found out that all of her memories were wiped from the contract, which is very sketchy and a potential violation of the contract.
Gotcha.
So she'll be sitting on the sidewalk outside of the planetarium, because it's not sketchy for her to do this. She'll pull out a tarot deck that has a bunch of flowers, and it is for context, so you can actually Google this, it's a really pretty deck. It's the Pythia Botanica Volume 1 Oracle deck by Leela and Olive. So she's shuffling the cards, and then she just literally just spreads them all out. And then she slowly, I love the Penny Dreadful scene where they just literally, she moves her hand across the cards and flips one at a time. So she will pick 3 cards, and that is the bunk she is doing is basically she'll lay out 3 cards. She's not going to look at them yet until she is ready to, and when she looks at them, I will see what I need to. So what do I need to manipulate for this contract shit? I know one of them is Suse.
Say the other one.
What's the realm?
Oh, the realm is gonna.
Oh, that's fine. That's a
Well, no,
decent
it's,
dice.
it's seen.
Shit. That is 10 dice right there.
So
What's the
because
difficulty?
you're trying to focusing on contract, but you're also focusing on contract. So yeah. Also,
Wouldn't it be actor as well?
no, because you're trying to get a group always around the contract or contract itself, and I'm assuming you're trying to find out who may have done the magic to.
Yes, it depends on the amount of successes. When we get the amount of successes, I'll tell you what I can find out.
Also,
so,
we have a sweet tea.
What is my difficulty?
A 97, because you yelled at me. And
A
you made me sad.
97?
Yes.
A 97.
Your difficulty because of banality isn't.
Okay. That's fine.
Got 10 dice.
Yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Got max 5. So max with this one for Omen. So basically, I can find out the following. I can find out 1 clue about a closely guarded secret of the target or defining moment of the object's destiny.
Which one? Finding moment. Destiny.
Defining moment. That is more important.
Finding moment. Object. Perception.
Mhm.
Where the primary people came together to actual pact and the document.
Yes.
In this group, not changeling, mages, and the other there. See 1 mage and 1 changeling.
Interesting.
Mage is gentleman about his has a he has a long gray beard, balding on top, hair circle hanging down long, wearing pretty much what looks instead of really got patches all over that, and he's wearing a plaid T-shirt underneath it.
Mhm.
He's leaning on obviously his staff, and he's leaning on his staff and sitting across from him at the same table. All and as she's actually writing on the documentation,
Uh-huh.
and so you kind of just see the top of her head. But as she's writing, she like sits up and she looks up, and you see Nab's face, the light.
Son of a
And she
bitch.
rotates the document around and she slides it across. And Mab says, "And for every my people can't
Fuck you, bitch. I know now.
own find it, because when they find it, that's when that's." Gentleman looks at her. "Are you not right now?" And it's next century, my people are going to be wiped off. After the like Hawk. If you have misgivings, thought about that when you started. Right. And he reaches into, like, as he's wearing overalls, but he reaches like almost like he's reaching like a jacket, but there's no jacket present, and he pulls shining
Fuck!
a shining silver sword. Sorry, and he says, "This is at a massive detriment because this is a like a linchpin for magic and focus this else. Take away power. Yes, but solid to hinge this because this is affect everyone. Like we can't do it. Even if I were to sacrifice our life force as we sacrifice the other, not have enough energy to come this far. Kind of holds the blade up. He stands up and holds the blade up over the paper, and you see Mab reaches up and puts her hands over his. They're standing across each other over the page, and he begins citing something. You recognize the language. It sounds vaguely familiar. Speak Gaelic, right?
Yes, she does.
It sounds a little like Gaelic, but there's a lot of words that you. And but he begins. But they both are. He begins speaking it, and she begins reading after him. And the page begins to glow, and all the letters on it begin to glow out, and then he laid down. As the tip pierces it, it's like the blade goes into the page, into the table, slides into the paper, and then they bring it all the way down. And then by the time just before their hands hit, they both release, and you see the hilt sink all the way into the page, and the
Son of a bitch.
and the last thing you see, the last image you see, Mab looks at it now, and then Mab's face turns and looks at you, and cocks one eyebrow, and then a vision disappears.
She is immediately gonna send a text that says, "Hey, just so you know, the contract has a sword in it."
I think Bay's the only one looking at their phone. Bay will get that. Just that's group chat, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Bay's just like, I don't know what this means.
I don't know what
I
this
don't-
means.
I don't-
And then
Right.
just says Mab was the one that did the contract.
The thumbs up. Mab was the one who fucked Fia's crew. What is it? The stop sign emoji, the crossed out circle. I don't remember what it was called.
Rose wouldn't understand what that means.
Yeah, no, it's just that, and then that one, and then eggplant emoji. Not that kind of fucked.
She's confused.
It's like, not that kind of fucked.
Question
We're at the
mark?
beach.
Still doing work here. Apparently everything is contingent globally on this contract.
Bay? Question mark?
More like if shit goes wrong, I die, you die, Pandora dies, Emery's dies, Fia dies, only the vampires live.
Bay just looks at that and is just like, I'm human. That sounds about right. And then we'll text back. Well, that sucks. Dot dot dot. Apollo and I talked. Sun emoji. Maybe that has something to do with that. Probably not. Dot dot dot. New message sent. New message started. Also, Holly is somewhere in time itself. Send. She's fine though. Send.
Not good in capital letters.
She's fine though. Shrug emoji.
Does not understand that, but Rose is just sitting there grabbing her cards again, shuffling them all up again. Round 2. Fight. Because there is one key group. There is one key group that we need to keep tracks on, but somebody killed my contact in season 1.
Oh, you might become your Gen Con to watch the show.
Oh my god!
Row mark across the room. Goodbye. Anyway.
No!
He's still mad at you, Mark.
Rose is going to lay out the cards again, and this one's going to be 5, and it's specifically wanting information on the Shadow Court movements, especially concerning Finn, because Finn was tied to them for so long.
Oh, the fucking thing.
You know,
Shadow Court has the ability to track anyone on them.
Yep.
Okay, making sure.
Yep.
All right. So once again, actually, the difficulty does go down by 1 because you're trying to enact this, okay? And you have to have actor high enough to affect.
But it's also on Faye, so that also does Faye as well, correct?
Oh, Faye.
Cool.
Sorry, not actor. It's Faye. It's just Faye.
Yeah, I have 5 dots in Faye. I'm good.
You literally affect High King David.
Yes.
Can she affect him to get the fuck back here so we don't have to keep doing
I wish
it?
to.
You can't,
So
you
it's a
can't technically
difficulty?
give him orders.
It's a difficulty. Yeah, I can. Is it a difficulty
You should
8?
marry
Yes,
him
it's
so that
difficulty
she
8.
can give him orders.
Oh, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Sorry, Ray.
Nah. They play with fucking everything. All right. So what was the nature of this? Trying to track
It
down
is.
everything starting in this or
It's basically a clue about a closely guarded secret of the target, and she's honing in on Finn, or if anything, with Seattle in specific.
you're getting 2 different hits.
Fuck.
One for Seattle specific, and there's one.
Decision. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Ooh.
Where did my coin token go? Fuck it. I'll roll a d6.
What's the name of the group?
Shadow
Again?
Court.
Shadow
Got
Court.
you.
They're a court that isn't supposed to exist. I'm sorry, Finn. Seattle won.
Ooh.
Shadow Court is the big secret behind the Shadow Court and Seattle
Mm-hmm.
is that Shadow Court has, for the most part, past not been
Okay. So this is recent.
because, and this, well, the main reason, one of the primary leaders of Shadow Court has kept to them.
Interesting. That's all I got. Beautiful. That's fine. That's fine. We'll revisit the
sorry.
fifth one. Oh shit.
One more. Because you got so fucking.
Yes, you say it's my pious pool.
The leader of the Shadow Court. Putting everything to Shadow Court in Seattle. Ab.
Oh fuck.
It all comes back to that.
Just one more text. Shadow Court maybe entering Seattle. High danger alert. Guess who kept him out? I'll give you one guess. Send.
Faye once again. Fuck is a Shadow Court? This isn't a Yu-Gi-Oh reference, is it? Send.
No,
What?
no, it's a Princess and the Frog reference.
Immediate response. What the fuck is Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's a TV show cartoon card game thing. Is it Mab? Question mark, exclamation point, fairy emoji.
Wrong emoji. It was trying to be a thumbs up, but it's the middle finger. But correct.
May just sends back a heart, and then hearts the middle finger emoji message.
So, Emery's and Pandora.
Your phones are blowing up.
Phones are blowing up. Emery's, yours is in your pocket, of course.
Yep.
And Pandora, what your phone starts to blow up.
Yeah, Pandora. So Pandora got off the phone and walked back to the car, or what remains of what used to be a car.
There's two of them, but you threw two cars up in the beach.
Right, and they're like around the same area, right? Yeah. So she's kind of waiting on her friend to show up so that she can point them in the right direction. But does check and just, I mean, she was definitely alarmed by that. If shit goes wrong, everyone's gonna fucking die. But like what one thing at a time, and she doesn't know if she's allowed to call Rose right now. So
And
she's
then
been
one
like
more
reacting
Yeah.
to the messages to show that she's reading them, but like she doesn't know more about Map than anybody else. She doesn't like
One more text. About to track dumbass McGee with my bagels.
Are you? My brain's went. Does that mean
Pandora
you're using
does
the
respond
bagels?
to that and says, "If we're hunting him down, I want to help."
I will come to which beach?
Pandora's literally gonna go the one with two giant waterlogged cars on it.
You can.
Faye just sends a location
I was
pin.
gonna say,
Rose doesn't know how to
I was
use
gonna
that.
Oh my god!
Sends a location pin which should have the address that pops up and feeds it in. And then we'll send because Faye is still laying in the sand and texting like this.
Love that.
We'll sit up, look at Pandora, take a picture of Pandora by the cars, and just yell "pose."
pose.
And it just takes a picture of Pandora by the cars
Jojo pose.
and send.
She'll just look at Aiden. Aiden, do you know how to use this?
Actually,
Oh my
as you
God.
use that, Aiden, like, I was gonna say, on your phone, Aiden's arm grabs the phone. It doesn't grab the phone. His finger just comes over and taps the link. Automatically brings up map.
Alfred.
As these messages are coming across, like Emrys finally like takes out his phone and starts reading them. He's responding to each of them with various versions of various gifs of Captain Picard just face palming. Just
Correct.
Oh, Rose is like, I know this reference. Immediate text of, I know this reference.
I know that guy.
The excitement.
And at the I know this reference gift, it's the one of the gif of Captain Picard just going.
I know immediately I know the Star Treks.
She knows the Star Treks.
Yeah. They's just gonna get up, roll up their pants. Their very ripped, disheveled pants. Look down at what they're wearing, because they're not wearing their flannel was lost sessions ago by Fia, whenever Fia was chasing the salt. So they're just in a tank top and like jeans. Because no socks, no shoes. And just walks up to the water. Says fuck it, and just walks into the water up to like ankle deep, not very deep, just enough. And just yells, "Yeah."
I was actually going to go sidebar. Fia, for hunting in this.
Yes.
It is. There is. How much. Obviously.
Yeah. So it's the hunger and the frustration first. So it's ripping into things right off the bat, and then it's kind of tearing shit apart underwater, which probably makes some weird sounds above water. Because he can still go for the big shit under there as long as he's not like throwing it. So that's what he's doing.
I looked it up in the. To where no one.
He doesn't care if people know what he's doing under there. Technically, that's not what Basalt asked. So,
He can flip his shit as hard as he
He
wants.
has a law degree.
he's pissy. So that's what starts out at first. But as the frustration takes its course, you start moving that towards more productive thought processes, and that more productive thought process is he has to feed his crew, and his crew's currently up there now, and so he has to get enough fish to feed his crew, and so it turns into eating, tearing things apart, and then hunting as much fish as he can fucking get so that everyone can eat later. And that's where he channels his energy.
So yeah, you and like I said, the sound is polluted by that, but there is life there, even with all the ship traffic and everything like that. So you are able to up pretty much your fill, as well as enough for to probably do a pretty good fish fry on the beach, if they're actually barbaric enough to cook, so you're perfectly good.
Once he's made a good way in that, does he hear Bay?
Yeah. I mean, sound carries a long way on the water, and as you start hunting, you're actually kind of on your back.
Yeah.
By the time Bay has walked down to the beach, by the time you've blown off your steam, actively started hunting, started making your way back to the beach, Bay is close enough to itself that you can hear it. It has that distorted quality that all sound that comes does, because the surface tension makes a lot of the sound. So you can't really understand what Bay is saying, but you can tell that it's Bay's voice coming from the.
Thea will swim up, will shift back to Hamid, and will just pop up above the water, and it's arms absolutely full of fish. There's like 2 fish in his mouth that he's holding on to, and he just goes, "What's up?"
All right, I'm just gonna equate that to being pirate shit. We might be going soon, or at least we're regrouping. What? Okay. And is just not even questioning it, just like letting Theo walk.
Walking towards where people are.
Since you were so deep at first when you started fishing, I'm gonna assume you have like quite a bit of cod.
Yeah, there's fish from various different depths.
Yeah.
He has as he walks over to everyone.
Thea comes up and dumps like an armful of dead fish,
That.
and drops one out of their mouth. And
Hello, and thanks for all the fish.
oh, ta-da.
Oh,
So, guys, and so that, and this is literally as you know, you guys were, I guess, getting ready to leave, but now you have.
I got food. I figured you guys were hungry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To figure out where to cook this. I guess we can take this back to the couch and quell. Take this back to my place, and we can cook or fry or grill or bake or whatever we want to do with these.
Options.
Yeah,
We can also
good
keep
option.
some of it raw for you.
I
Right. Oh,
Points at Basalt.
Yeah, have you?
Not that we've seen him. He hasn't.
I had, and he kind of looks down.
Throw a fish at him.
black.
Like, I like the hash browns.
Hash browns are very good. Yes.
I'll keep some raw for that one. Yes.
What's that?
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that then. And Emrys will start to pull down his kite, using his very sophisticated and cool, very nerdy pulley system that he's set up.
Yes.
Out of character, wasn't Rose coming to the beach?
We don't know yet. Here,
Yeah,
I'll ask.
once-
Bay is sending a video of Emrys with his kite to Rose. Send. And then a picture of all the fish. Send.
A picture of
How
all the
much
fish.
fish?
On the way to the beach, waiting for Alfred to get here to come
Poor
and bring us,
Alfred.
because I don't drive. That is a lie. She did drive earlier, but she usually doesn't drive.
Aiden's like, he's always like reading your text message over your shoulder, and he's just like, I can just
No.
Yes.
not Professor. I happen to know all of his
Gross.
drives. That is
Why do you want to steal a car?
I don't.
You.
Because it's wrong?
Steal the Porsche.
I feel like at this point there's like the angel and the devil on Rose's shoulder, and the devil's like, wait.
Hear him out.
Did I?
Hear him out.
Let him cook.
Okay, let's steal his fucking car.
Aiden goes over to the car, and he like goes through this elaborate motion, takes this little fold thing out of his pocket. He's like gets out these little freaking lockpicks. He crouches down by the door, then he just breaks the window. The car alarm goes off. Like, well, get in.
She'll get in.
He's like, thing has like start. Kind of looks at you. Car before?
No. Oh!
Way more calm.
Mm-hmm.
he reaches in and he pulls out one of his daggers and he just stabs the fucking steering wheel. And then you see he holds onto it and he concentrates, and then he's like, "Ow!" And the alarm turns off and the car starts. And when he jerks the dagger out, the blade is burnt away from all the way where it was inside this. Like, yep. And he just drops it. That cost me. Like, now, if I remember how to drive. He puts the car into drive and just backs out of the parking lot by slamming on the gas.
Great. I might die on the way there. Let's just go.
So he says, "Oh," as he's like just navigating through traffic, like his foot is on the accelerator, and he's not touching the.
Aiden, we gotta be driving the speed limit. Aiden. Oh my God, you are just as bad as Finn when it comes to this. Oh my God.
Aiden's like, "I am much better than." And he's like, he's just weak in traffic like it's nothing, and he's running through red lights, and every single time he goes through red lights, you see cars are swerving and braking at the last minute, like just inches from hitting you.
Oh my God. I remember the one time I was in the car with Finn and we were having an argument and we had to pull over on the side of the highway because it was an issue. Oh my God.
By the way, you
Oh
might
my
want
God.
to text Alfred and tell him we're not there anymore. So come to where.
She'll text Alfred. Aiden decided to hijack a car and we're on the way to the beach. I am so sorry. If I die, you inherit everything out of Finn's bank account.
So, you guys are at the beach. Everyone is. What is everyone doing? Like, are you guys going to like eat fish on the beach type thing, or are you going to go back to the couch and quill?
I think we're going to wait for Rose to arrive and then
good.
head to the couch and quill.
Great. You're probably going to hear her screaming as they're pulling into the parking lot.
You took the person who has stolen cars a lot. Not with you.
Yeah, probably by the time she arrives, Emrys has his like kite like pinned to the ground, and is taking some. It's probably got like 7 at least crystals that were dangling from the kite. He's very carefully untying them and like placing them like on a I don't know, I guess a leather kind of a leather sheet. So Ray. So this will be a you thing, and you can let me know how this goes or not. The purpose of this was to he sent his kite up as far as he could to kind of gather some atmospheric pressure and static, because Emrys wants to make mage grenades.
Gotcha. So are you basically using all natural occurring dross from like lightning?
Yep.
There's tons of ways, but I'm assuming at least semi-permanent items like cross until they're detonated.
Yeah.
Okay. We can do unless you need because it's going to be under the mage crafting rule, and you could have done all the crafting to the beach.
That works for me.
Yeah. All right. Cool. But I will
Just
say,
to kind of let you know what my intent with that is.
Yeah, I will say, for lack of better terms, yes, they would definitely work. That is absolute mage thing. And basically, since it's a kite and it can't hold a lot, you would probably be able to make 4.
Okay.
So, and basically, I'm saying 1 per every major structure point kites. And so basically, you can have 4. You can make 4 of them. And but your rolls, how powerful.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Excellent. So you're packing all your stuff up, getting about 8 minutes after you message Rose, you're
Screaming.
You hear what sounds to be a high performance going like being downshifted and going around corners high speed. A Porsche comes flying into the parking lot for the driver's side of the Porsche. Looks like it's been run along a wall. Like the mirror's gone. Scrapes and dents all on the side of it. Your bumper is dragging behind the car. There looks to be a mailbox embedded in the hood. And there may or may not be the remains of a cat.
Emrys looks over at Pandora. All right. Do you want odds or evens on whether or not it's Aiden driving or it's Rose driving?
Pandora gives the car like a serious look and is like, it was Aiden. Rose would never hurt a cat.
I would crash a car.
She'd flip the car before she hurt a cat like that. It's Aiden.
It kind of slides sideways in the parking lot and comes to a full stop. And Aiden opens the door and gets out, and he's like, perfect landing.
Rose is just sobbing in the passenger seat.
God.
He looks back and we're here.
Just get out of my sight for like 5 minutes.
Man, oh, sorry.
I told you to slow down.
I did. I had to. We're going on 90 degrees. I can't take those at 160.
Rose gets out, and you just see her face is just streaked with tears. Her hair is like kind of like, okay, so you know, like when a car goes super fast speeds, I don't know, it just happens that way. Your hair kind of like frizzes up a little bit. The hair's a little bit poofed out. And she's just like, I feel like I'm going to throw up.
That's the motion.
Grass or trash cans over there to throw up.
I'll be fine in
if you
just a second.
want.
One of y'all need to have a conversation with my husband about trying to kill me while driving.
Aiden's like, I'm gonna go.
You are not allowed to drive my car.
Oh, I can't. Your car can't do.
See,
He goes,
you know what's
I'm gonna
funny?
go-
I
I'm gonna go
drove
drive
you.
this into the tree.
No, I drove you like that movie Driving Miss Daisy when you were injured and unconscious and I had to drive you and Alfred to the couch and Quill. I drove you like you were precious cargo. You drove like you were a bat out of hell.
Did he at least play the Meatloaf song "Bat Out of Hell" while he was driving like a bat out of hell?
No.
Oh, I couldn't figure out how to work the radio.
I was busy crying and screaming.
They
Wow,
definitely
missed opportunity.
Aiden literally takes the car and he drives it like off the road, over the curb. Actually, is an effort. He gets the car over the curb and he drives it like into a cluster. He's like, he comes walking back over. He's like, "There's gonna be police helicopters in."
We should leave
I would think.
What?
now. And starts hauling his stuff to his car.
Faye is just concerned and just looks at Aiden with a very serious expression like, do you not know the proper way to steal a car?
I didn't
And
even know how
not
to
get
steal a
caught?
car. Cost me a good magic
Oh.
dagger.
Why did you need a good magic? Why did you use a magic
I
dagger
had
to
to
steal a
enchant the
car?
car.
Did you not
Enchanting costs a
enchant
lot,
it to?
man.
No, don't enchant it to fly. Don't enchant a car to
Oh, no, I
fly. Do
didn't want
not
it to
cheatity
fly, I
bang
just
bang
wanted
your
to be able to
Porsche.
drive it.
Okay. Alfred
Everybody
should
is
be here
getting in my
any-
car.
Alfred should be here any minute.
Okay, so Alfred
Any-
can take the pile of fish then.
Yes.
Does Rose question there being a pile of fish?
Nope.
She just said,
Nope.
cool.
Guide.
Cool. All right, everyone who's coming with me, get in the car.
Is this, let me guess, this is dinner?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking it back to
Oh,
I
Caught it
haven't had
myself.
It says Fia caught him.
Thank you, Fia. I haven't had a good fish fry in a bit.
Good. I'll make sure to do this more often. I mean, I worry about you guys sometimes. I haven't seen you eat too awful much, and there's a lot of stress going on.
Basalt looks over.
You know, it's about lunchtime, and I haven't had lunch yet, and there's still one more thing I gotta do once we get to the couch and quill. We'll track height.
Basalt just like
Bagel man.
sighs. All right.
It's like
You see that Alfred is coming down in your like nice big sedan.
Yep.
He pulls up and he says, "There is an awful lot of police cars and a lot of accidents. Hey, here."
Looks at Aiden.
Aiden's like, "I can't help it if they couldn't drive. I signaled.
You didn't
I mean-
stop at the stoplights.
I said I signaled. Never said I stopped at the stop.
Honey,
What are the stop signs?"
honey. Just get in the car.
He kind of looks around. He's like, "Yeah," and he just walks into the car.
Rose is just gonna load the fish into the sedan.
Alfred's like, "Ma'am, no,
Yes,
the
I have
carpets,
bu-
the carpets.
There's
The car-
buckets.
The whole car is gonna smell like fish.
Okay. We have
You
that
have a
Febreze.
bag.
We have that Febreze. That I think it's called Febreze. Is it called Febreze?
He just takes off his glasses and starts rubbing his eyes. There's no amount of that will stop this.
Alfred. However, how much money it takes to get the car back up to whatever it needs to not smell like fish and everything, Finn will pay for it.
Finn's gonna be so. Alfred's right.
It was originally my money.
I'll call the dealership and order.
listen. If a little fish can ruin your current vehicles, we have gone
Oh
downhill.
no. The last car was destroyed by a bunch of people ripping off the top of my car.
See, that would do it. That I would expect to destroy a vehicle. I mean, some of them can come back from that, but fish?
Oh yeah,
Alfred
Rose's
turns and looks
ex's
at you.
friends. Not Rose's ex's.
Okay, you can get the car deep cleaned.
Yeah, Vera's ex's friends. I remember that. I was there for that.
It's from.
That's where I was putting it.
Oh, I thought you were putting this like on the back seat of the car.
No. She'll just put the fish in there. And then she's like, okay, let's go. I need to eat lunch before I continue doing what I was doing. Because
Right,
we gotta
that's the-
find High King David, and then I'm gonna have to explain a few things concerning her.
I feel like everything comes back to her at this point.
I mean, considering her soul is in my daughter.
What?
Right. What are we
Huh?
gonna do with that?
What?
Basalt is like, who? He's all looking around the puddle.
Yeah, so Fae have a thing where we reincarnate.
Pandora's gonna lean over to Basalt and say, "The witch."
The witch is in her daughter? Your daughter's the witch?
No. It's okay, so the thing, I'll explain it when we get back to the couch. It's a whole thing.
All right,
Follow after
Mm,
explained
Do
it.
you have any idea what they're talking
cars.
about?
That's
A little. Yes. It's gonna be. Oh, I don't want to kill your kid. I'm not gonna kill your kid. Oh. This makes
Good.
killing her more difficult.
Good, because I had to sacrifice my best friend in order to have my kid. So that's another thing.
I question certain decisions you've made in your life.
That wasn't my decision. That was theirs.
I question certain decisions that have been made in life.
Yeah, may you rest in peace, Brisket.
yeah. I'm sorry to inform you, Fia. Mab was already murdered by someone.
Yeah.
Who?
Hi, King David, my boss.
Who's missing?
And
Who's
Aiden,
missing?
Was
and
also
Aiden
missing.
said about
Something like that, yeah.
I bitch slapped her. That was
it
great.
was before the wedding. I know.
It was before the
Yeah,
wedding. I bitch slapped
yeah,
her.
yeah.
How is Mab doing?
So
Because Fae are weird, and Apollo says that Fae, like Mab, have contingency plans.
yes, we do.
Yeah, that's something that she kind of started in the past, and then like that game Mousetrap that you click one thing and it causes other things to happen. It's kind of like that. Mab set out a giant mousetrap of magic and bullshit, and now things are happening because of it.
I mean, you know what? There is one person that might know where High King David is.
Basalt holds up his hand. Mab?
Besides Mab, either his
I was right.
adopted daughter, or his wife.
Okay,
Basalt holds up his
let's
hand.
figure this all out.
Talking about-
My boss, who we need to have because he's part of the problem. Anyways, let's go.
Yeah, let's all get back to the couch and quill. Those sirens are getting a little bit
Geo
louder.
Dad lost the look on his face.
Come on, buddy.
Rose is just sitting in the car with Alfred and just looking at Aiden, and she's like, why did it have to be my kid?
Aiden's
Don't. Smartass.
I don't. We're the. I'm the.
It's moments like this I miss Finn a lot.
I miss hours.
And you wouldn't have to deal with it.
Exactly. That's his face, and I'm the sex toy.
That is not what you are. You're just digging yourself a hole.
Exercise.
Let's just go to the couch and quill, cook this fish, have lunch, have to explain a few things, and then go find Bagel Man.
I don't think.
Hey, go man.
I do, but I would rather not do it by myself. Yes, I have a whole group, including Weird Hunter Man that looks like Robin Hood with men in tights. And a dog. But
He knows. Gets in the car.
I would
Starts his
rather
own
have everybody else with me in case shit goes south.
By the way, everyone riding in the.
My boys.
So there's like Aiden's like, all right, well, and I assume you guys are already driving. And Aiden's like, I want to make back.
Yep.
Add every.
Well, the way to get Finn back is we're gonna have to take the box to the house.
Anti-sex fiend at the box.
Anti-sex fiend? Who's that?
He looks at you with this weird look on his face. Really?
Are you talking about Molly?
Yes.
Molly. Molly's the one prepping it for us to take it.
Knocker?
Yes.
that like an powerful artifact?
Yes, and also she
That like
knows
their GM?
she wouldn't betray me.
Yeah, because she's an actor.
Can we?
I'm just saying.
We have people watching her. Yes.
No more knockers.
I know she's starting to show signs.
One thing in it.
Yeah.
So, Emery's.
Yup.
You guys are driving back to the couch and. Which vehicle did you?
I brought my CRV.
So it's very tight in the CRV.
I imagine.
In fact, I'm pretty sure that either Pandora or Basalt have to sit in the hatchback area.
Probably.
Hey, Fia called the trunk. You can fight him for it. He's
tall enough to fit in the regular seat.
Yeah, exactly.
He called
the
the trunk.
Oh my god.
So right at the trunk.
He's back there also like mumbling like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. He's just mumbling in the back.
Pandora hears that and like leans over and is like, "Whoever we're going after, I'm in."
Perfect. Hi, King David. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, him! I'd be I'd be
looks-
surprised if we managed
Fia
to
kinda-
find him.
Yeah, sorry, Fia. Basalt kind of raises an eyebrow. Like, have you ever eaten?
Not a supernatural one.
Oh, spicy.
There was that Spaniard though.
Technically. He had a lot of money.
He did. And a crown, so you know, it's as official as it can be.
So as you guys are driving back, get about a block away, couch and
Oh no.
and as you're driving, and Emery's car is in the lead, Alfred's following behind you, and as you're driving, a huge shadow to car, and something tremendous slams into the ground and goes tumbling down the street ahead of the car. Giant, the long scaled tail, dust begins flying up. It's like literally breaking up the asphalt, and as it goes tumbling in, you guys are slamming the brakes, of course. And
Yeah, slam the brakes hard.
But as the dust settles, a battered dog laying in the.
He's back.
Oh no.
Rose is,
Guy,
Rose is getting out of the car and she's
Spare rib is
yelling,
does Emery.
"Spare rib! Spare rib!"
And all you see, the dog can't even lift its head up, but you see that tail just kind of.
Oh, my baby boy.
Emerson immediately picks the dog up and is like very carefully like carrying it to the car.
Get the,
Who's sitting in the passenger seat?
Val?
We'll
Wait.
put it in Val's lap.
Yeah.
Sweetie, will you hold this, please? This dear friend. That's spare rib.
why is it so tight?
Because it's a
fake.
Chimera.
Yeah.
And then
a
he gets
fake
back in the
creation.
driver's seat.
Guys, you finished the last block or so. Captain Quill at a very rapid pace. I guess you guys are gonna carry spare rib inside.
Absolutely.
My baby boy.
As you go carry spare rib inside, carrying spare rib, like they bounce off.
Oh shit! Hang on. And then I run up. I run over to Spare Rib, and I pretty much do what I did with everyone else and give Spare Rib like magical clearance to enter the premises.
Now you know that a chimera.
Yeah.
So you
I want this particular chimera to be able to come and go.
you bring Spare Rib inside. Rose, watching them. I'm assuming you're coming up and check.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Spare Rib does look like they've been have cuts all over. They have obvious bite wound on the back of their neck. They're one obviously, but that damage that have some of it chimeric.
Yep.
But by the direct touch of reality, has been or was used.
Rose is just gonna look down at Spare Rib because she can communicate with this thing. And the first thing she's asked is who did this.
Various images flash in. Spare Rib doesn't actually speak.
Yep. He's not like how Brisket is. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's basically flashing image head. You get images of actually get a ascertain image. There is as Spare Rib wrapped to table, and every time Spare Rib tries to dragon form, bonds that hold him stop him from.
Okay.
And the guy is thinking at some like because he's iron.
Mm-hmm.
As you watch him, basically off court, hold on. Also, ice that is catching essence coming off, wrapping it.
Great.
And basically, Spare Rib shows you as he bonds loose, and Spare Rib actually Spare Rib basically managed to stay dead long enough, lame long enough, where while they were not in the room, actually
And escape, yeah.
escape because he was able to actually turn into dragon form. Was attacked by creatures shadow when all the new
Mm-hmm.
but he did came from. Can't remember. But in a lot of pain and brought to a fire and reality of the area now, and with the amount of damage taken,
Yep.
can't maintain his.
Yeah. Rose is gonna look at Alfred because I'm pretty sure the old man is in here. You need to take him home and put him in front of the fireplace.
Alfred's walks over.
Careful.
Oh, he's being big spare revved up, and this turns and car, and the car just leaves with.
No, we took the fish out of the trunk. No. Thea caught that fish. It's getting out of the goddamn trunk.
Thea worked very hard for us to have this fish fry, okay? We are not dishonoring that effort.
No, we're not dishonoring it.
Excellent. All right.
Yeah, Rose is just gonna sit there, and she is literally just clenching her fist, relaxing, clenching her fist, relaxing.
Aiden kind of crouches down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
About how much.
Well, I won't be able to restore him because he doesn't belong to me. Daisy's
At
gonna.
least we can get back
Daisy's.
to help.
Yeah, Daisy's gonna have to do it.
Able to.
Yeah. Well, Affleck's gonna be excited. He gets to spoil spare rib for a little bit, I guess.
Always spoil your canaries.
Kind of. Aiden looks up at the rest of the call and he's like, "That happened.
Yes, it did.
How long?"
That dragon owes me a car.
Since we left,
Since
How many days has it been since we got Emrys out of the lab?
I think about a week.
Yeah, I was thinking 6 or 7.
Yeah.
yeah,
That he's been missing about a week, I think, because we brought him out of. Bay's looking at Pandora because Bay was blind. We brought him out of the lab, right? Because he was small, you said. Because he was a plushie.
He was a plushie.
And then once we left, kind of disappeared
somewhere
again.
between the lab and here, disappeared.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, shit.
I will settle that later.
And Aiden is. How the that connected in?
Well, there was a mage.
Well,
Yeah.
Fucking technocratic. Son of a
considering.
bitch.
So you guys remember on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and how we harness lightning, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually gave me the idea for any holds up. The very carefully curated crystals gave me the idea for these.
So think about chopping off dragon parts to harness glamour.
Ooh.
Seems very, and I'm not a religious person, but that seems very sacrilegious.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing.
I mean, he was going to do the same thing to Emrys, and I mean, he already did the same thing to the professor. Just drained him.
But they weren't
True.
harvesting. That was like batteries, I think.
Oh, I thought.
6 in
Wait,
one,
batteries?
half a dozen in the other.
Wait,
They were
batteries.
using us for batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this like a repeat of New Orleans?
They were
Maybe.
did say up the path to the.
Yeah, he was trying to use us to power to give extra power to the sword to open up.
So the sword wasn't from the.
So
Yeah.
no. Remember the mages for every sphere in New Orleans that were tied to the pillars?
Oh, I will
Yes.
never forget that.
They were being drained like batteries.
Yeah.
Do you think that the nothing has something to do with this again?
Goodness gracious, I hope not. I don't want to have to give
I hope it had
nothing
nothing to do with that
another
crazy guy.
therapy session again to calm their asses down. That
Gotta
was
hydrate.
a lot.
No. But it's starting to line up a little bit like that.
Is it? Is it what?
Like-
What was made to?
But using other supernaturals as well.
Other supernaturals, it's batteries to fuel. I mean,
Yes.
it's not unheard of. That's, I mean, we've seen it twice now.
Yeah. Is that what Maeve is up to? Was that what she wanted?
No. So with Mab, I'm not entirely sure, but she knew I was watching.
That's fucking scary.
And she said she hoped we'll be really smart about it.
Okay, then
So-
we have to be really smart about it.
So the contract that was written, she worded it in a way of the changeling would never agree to it. So no one should know. Unless they find it. The sword was a pure silver blade that sunk into that contract.
Describe the sword.
She'll describe exactly what she saw, what the sword looked like.
It is
What I recognize from the description.
basically a pure.
Sounds like Excalibur.
And it was used as a binding implement.
Yeah. Yep.
And she said if things go kickstart, it's supposed to fix. I don't know. It was really confusing and it was a lot. And the cards
Not
only
enough
tell you
traps.
so much. Yes. Which, if this is lining up accordingly, we're gonna have to get Daisy. But the other downside is Daisy may not have Mab's memories unless she forces them upon herself.
That sounds painful.
Yes, I do that, and it gives me a headache on occasion. Because, we have so many cycles and so many reincarnations, but once we die a banal death, we can't come back into the cycle.
Right. How likely is it that we'd be able to get Penny back on this side of the door?
Daisy?
Path?
Daisy.
Yeah.
Daisy.
Daisy. What did I say?
Penny.
You said Penny.
You said Penny. We would have to get the box that from the planetarium into my freehold.
Which is what you're working on doing now, right?
Yes. Hopefully,
But
if
the box is
Molly,
also...
there's an issue. Molly is in her wilder years, and she is unstable. Is the lightest thing I can say.
So you think Molly might try and steal the box?
Correct. But I am trying to trust her because she has been in my life the longest.
Well, I hate to bring this up, but you also trusted that one Fae.
Which one?
The I can't remember his name. High Times.
Oh, chief of security.
Murder hobo?
Murder
mean the-
hobo.
The one I was trying to redeem and Mark flat out murdered.
That'd be the one. Yeah. You trusted him, and then he betrayed you.
Yes, and he was my informant about other things that were going to be going on, but Mark had to kill him because Mark was a selfish prick.
Yes, not discounting any of that. My point is, we don't
made my
have a
child an
track
abomination.
record. We don't have a good track record for not being betrayed right now.
Aiden
Is where I'm going.
and Aiden actually kind of looks a little.
In all technical classifications, she is.
I resent my godchild being called an abomination. Thank
I
you.
mean, yeah.
Well,
wait.
You know, y'all did some shit without asking me first, but you know.
I didn't.
I don't know what you're talking about. What did I do that I didn't ask you about?
I wasn't even here.
That's true. I wouldn't even.
Really doesn't remind you putting gnosis and quintessence in my kid?
May I remind you that was Mark.
Mark did it.
Yeah.
Mark did it.
Mark
Yep.
did that.
Yeah. We.
I was.
No, y'all were fine. Y'all were fine. It's just when I find Mark and when I find that damn cat,
What does the cat have to do with it?
he's a bastard.
Mark's a werecat.
Yeah, he's a werecat.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Bay is just standing near Fia and is trying to whenever there are points that come up that Bay kind of knows about via the Pandora info dump recap slumber party. Bay will try to simplified abridged notes, cliff notes, not going to pass the test version.
Basalt listens for the first 5 minutes and then looks at Fia and he's like, "I'm gonna go."
Yeah. So, finding Heinke David, he owes me multiple favors at this point. He's not really a bad guy, he's just an idiot. I mean, his wife did try to murder him. But let's eat. Do y'all need help in the kitchen?
I'm gonna go in there in a moment. I just need to deal with these, and Emrys will go into his office with those crystals. And just for the sake of, since we said that I had worked on these little the capsules beforehand, these little capsules, and I will put these in those individual crystals. Each get their own capsule. They each get a little, not quite a pin, but a button with a silver pin attached to it. That goes in so that it cracks the crystal when need be, and the capsule itself would basically hold the energy until it strikes something, and then kaboom. So he will very carefully set that up, and then we'll head out to the kitchen and we'll help grill, bake, and fry some fish. Not necessarily in that order.
Oh.
Bay.
Go ahead.
Nope. What is Basalt doing in the kitchen?
Basalt looks.
Okay. Now
Are we
that I
down
wanna
on
try.
Twitch?
Yes.
Never mind, we're back up.
Nope, we're back.
We died. We lived. We died. We got better.
I know. I'm alive. I'm dead.
Shoot. Fuck you.
TikToks. All right, so this is a time to take at our normal, and so
Indeed.
and take a 10-minute break, refresh ourselves, and we will see you guys back here. Please, actually, everyone, take care of yourselves. Get up, walk around, stretch, refresh your and take and take. Yeah, I'm taking it yet. Talk to you guys. Bye.
table from you. Once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to get a level. And we roll. And we rolled. A critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled. A critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. Yeah, we rolled. Yeah, we rolled. A critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I stood across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to get a level. And we roll. And we rolled. A critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled. A critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. Yeah, we rolled. Yeah, we rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 Oh, 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 oh. We run, oh, 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 oh. And oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. A critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And oh, 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 oh. We run, oh, 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 oh. And oh, 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 oh.
Say something.
Ah,
Your mother.
Something.
A mother.
Ichigo, don't eat plastic.
No!
There's something.
No, Ichigo.
Ding dong, ping pong, yippee tippy toota.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Got a little break. All is, but at this, I know that
Alfred?
Alfred
Oh.
taking spare rib back to the, and he wasn't taking it back to your actual office, right?
Correct.
Our apartment. Okay. Alfred was taking spare rib back to the apartment to put him near the balefire. I know
Despite-
that Basalt was
It being fucked up.
Basalt was working on fish.
Yep.
Before you guys went in, up trying to understand.
Valid.
There.
So the rest of you came inside, and I'm assuming that everyone is kind of just like going to mundane tasks because it's
Yeah,
like
Pandora's making tea for Rose because she's very distraught.
The
Aiden
girl
doesn't
is
get
just
tea though.
Rest.
Yeah, she's stressed, and we know Rose loves wine, but Pandora thinks she needs some tea.
Rose does not want wine.
Okay, good, because she's getting tea.
Beautiful. I love that.
Thea is kind of hopping back between being in what the conversation was and kind of plopping all of the fish into the kitchen. Thea doesn't really cook. So he'll help where he can in there, but mainly he is keeping an eye on everyone, making sure everyone's headspace is kind of in as good a place as it can be. He grabbed a blanket for Rose, and he
Oh,
actually popped back behind her and just draped it over her shoulders.
appreciated.
And he'll give like a little kind of shoulder pat, kind of shoulder grab, like I don't know how to describe what it is. but it's the encouraging shoulder, like yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know which one you're referring to because I do that to my husband all the time. Yeah.
And he will actually end up just sitting a little ways away to keep an eye on Rose.
Aiden is basically he's recognized he's hot when frustrated and
Yep.
steps in heavy. Stands behind you, tries to look.
Bless.
He can't think of anything else to do. Fucking work skills.
She'll look over, look back.
Just glaring.
Okay. You don't have to glare at people. No one's gonna.
Pandora glares back as she's bringing Rose
Damn
tea. Like, all right, puffing up at me. Like, Jesus.
Aiden, do you have any experience in the kitchen?
Aiden looks at Emery and he's like, he gets confused looking at his face for a second because he was like 1,000-yard blank staring in his own face. And
He wasn't even here.
What?
Can you cook?
Yes?
Would you help me fillet some of these fish, please? There's a lot of them,
Go over and
and
basalt
I could
like
use a hand.
half the fish.
Okay. So maybe not fillet the fish.
I can take him. I can. And Fia will like get up, and we'll give Emerus like a little shoulder nudge, like, "You're keeping the salt occupied. I'll keep this one occupied." And we'll walk to Aiden, give his arm a little tap. Can you help me something? Thank you. I'll return him in one piece. That's a promise.
It's Rose just waves dismissively, like, whatever.
If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't.
You know.
It's a wanted dead or alive kind of situation.
Yeah? Perception check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Bet. I need to check something before I do that. Yeah.
Awareness.
So perception is an actual mental stat. So would it be wits or perception? Okay.
Perception
Perception perception alertness, because awareness doesn't exist on this sheet. Sorry, I'm just like, oh, what exists?
And we're carries by
Yep.
Mhm.
What difficulty?
the difficulty.
Gotcha. My dice roller made the sound, took the dice away, and then nothing happened.
Try again.
I gotta reroll that 10. 4 successes.
Rose is obviously caught up in, but when
Mhm.
she, like, as Aiden is getting ready to turn to follow you, see that he like kind of bending down, like he was top of the head. But when Rose just whatever about whether back in one piece or not, see that Aiden's kind of slow,
Oh
and
no.
then he just
Fia-
like turns and starts following you.
Fia stops, turns back, and like beckons Aiden down. In a second, you go back, you do what you're gonna do, because if you don't and something happens, I promise you, you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
Kind of confused.
I saw what you were going to do. Go have the cute moment. Go be sweet. If you don't, you will regret it.
Kind of looks at you oddly, like he's trying to gauge what your angle is. and then he kind of like this walks back over, and he just down at you, and he bent forward, grabs your.
Her ears turn a little pink.
And it's not like a deep, passionate,
No.
soft kiss. Up and he.
Yeah, it takes a minute to process things. But okay. Thank you. It's what I needed.
Thea has this sickeningly sweet, like very bittersweet smile.
Oh.
Good. Do you feel better?
And he kind of like gets flustered for a second. That seemed painful.
And Thea will turn on his heel to keep walking, and he'll go, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. And it's not a dismissive thing. It's a, I won't say anything to anyone if you won't. It is what it is.
You're a harumph. You also hear his footsteps behind you.
Thea will lead him a little ways away. Probably. What level are we on?
Level.
What level is?
So basically,
my brain.
The way the couch quilt, there's a first. Actually, do I?
Maybe, I don't know.
I'm not familiar enough with our base of operations yet.
Okay. If you have the, can you have the stream time?
I have it up.
Okay. There is currently a map of the couch and quill on the screen. If you look at the couch and quill, the that are on the first floor has the big stairs going up to the front area. Right off of the main entries where the staircase is, that is the kitchen and the little eating area for the cafe. And then if you back behind there, there's a staircase that goes up and down. And then on the other side of the staircase, the pantry area. That basically all the right side of the couch and quill has been converted over into space for cafe and dining, and then there's a staircase that goes up and down. There is the main staircase, which is the center of the building, one that's kind of for customers. Stairs. Upstairs on the second floor, all those bedrooms have been converted either into Emery's office or rentable meeting room for like book clubs and stuff like that. And so the first floor and the rest of the first floor is all converted into shelf space. And the retail counter, where that big centralized area left and then it's to the right, and the other areas to the left. Those two areas, all the walls have basically been taken out of the ground floor, so it's kind of like a big open area, and they have subordinates everywhere. The only exception to that is the back wall that blocks off the kitchen at the back, because that's still the working kitchen, dining area, and for the actual bakery and shop. So everything else downstairs is blocked off for retail sale, and then the area that says den, that is actually cashier's. Pay for their, but you can pay for the book there or at the actual out cafe bakery area, and down that is
Gotcha.
oh
Yeah.
Cool. So Thea's gonna take Aiden probably into the area where we were earlier, like the day before. Yes. And we'll gesture for Aiden to have a seat.
looking at kind of looks. He literally kind of looks you down for a second. I have to ask.
I mean, not where this was originally going, but we'll see what happens. And Thea will sit on the floor a little ways away.
And like eyebrow, and he says, "How can I?"
You're going to help me help you. You're going to help me help Rose. You're going to help me help them.
How?
I'm so glad you asked. I need you to talk to me. Actually, talk to me.
I'm interested.
What just happened with Rose is one example of some things I've been seeing going on. To that end, I have been learning what everyone needs around here. Bay needs a few things. Bay needs to have breaks from magic and needs to have people be considerate of Bay's reaction to magic, even if Bay brushes it off. Bay also needs to be, and I know how this sounds, needs to have people to be normal around on occasion. Just be friends, just exist. And Bay wants those connections with others. Bay needs to get that. Pandora is on that same line. Pandora wants that connection with others. Pandora wants companionship. Emrys is getting part of what Emrys wants, having Val around. Emrys needs more time, but that Emrys also needs another nap. And Rose needs to stop taking so much on to her shoulders. So much needs to stop being placed on her shoulders. She seems to need patience and a certain amount of tenderness. That was evidenced by how both of you responded when you ended up going back. I need you to tell me if there are things that I'm missing. I need you to tell me, and I'll ask them myself as well, so do not think I'm going around them. I need you to tell me where boundaries lie, where there are things that I can do. And that goes for you as well. What you need.
Aiden, thoughtful look, kind of look. Fight how cavalier. IR. Also, daughter of a I left and out on. There is sacrifice. Fact as a buffer. There is when you ask for boundaries on obvious one very obvious way have many had to cross. But at the same time come back into that were much less harsh. Honestly, give us shock. Is I don't know how we can, especially back to find change. As for Bay, I hadn't had a lot of time to get to, but I can tell you from the fact that there are very much, and I don't sound as a fair about this in this circle.
What circle do you mean?
Every takings, squares take base. Anyone they would die in one. They can take base. independence without even very appearance. Without any direct action. The mages, not as directly bad for them, but in all honesty, Bay is detrimental to them because Bay represents actual and right set of the universe. But I understand their magic against that. Bay is like what banality is to us.
Paradoxal.
Paradox?
Oh, paradox. They can. They're Bay is like a walking paradox meter because if Bay witnesses them doing, it can cause paradox. Not magic. Comes to Bay, and of course, if you Pandora, meaning fault, if you guys change Bay, it can literally drive them mad. As for Emery's,
Hold on. We need to sit on Bay for 1 second. In a metaphorical sense, thank you, Diamond. My biggest issue with what was just said is you focused on Rose as a person. You focused on Bay as an outcome. Which, granted, I will give you, you don't know Bay that well. Neither do I. I just up tier. Quite literally. That was a weird experience. Something I'd like you to keep in mind, and something I'd like everyone else to keep in mind, is Bay is more than human. Bay is Bay. And with everything going on, I would like if maybe people started thinking of Bay more in that term than just as how they're affected by things. But also, please keep in mind how they're affected by things. Oh dear God! But
I understand exactly what I refer to in that way is because all those things I'm talking about are stuff that I'm responsible for. Just my general. None of us have any choice about how that affects Bay. Bay has a choice affected by. That's where Bay don't have any choice. What happens with part of our nature, part of exactly what Bay made. Bay made a choice. Bay used the power that humans have that we. Bay has a choice.
that choice deserves respect
It does.
and acknowledgement.
For asking me. I wasn't trying to downplay a member. Hard lines are and what what can and cannot be.
I see. That was our miscommunication then, because that was not the only thing I asked for. So I was not functioning on that was the only thing you were giving.
I mean, that was the only thing I.
But I understand. The other two, and then I think I've stolen you for long enough. The other two and yourself, and then I think I've stolen you for long enough.
Well, Pandora Pandora is Bill on tail. Sometimes that makes them not can't see past because they want to protect them from what's happening right now. Don't gauge by what's happening right now. Stay for position. A house. No one can. And that's and also our giant.
Ouch, but fair.
But it's a want to do that. I unfortunately reality of what sacrifices have to be. Pandora is not willing to make any sacrifice. Right, actually, but they're probably the ones who suffer the murder. Thank God so far. I haven't found anything thump them hard enough to knock this. But I'm Emery. I'm glad Val is here. I don't think
Never had the pleasure.
any would. Everything happened. So not Emery's. Emery's that. And I think it's always been like a nurturer caregiver. And when his actual daughter, rather than have a concept finding that, trying to add to hasn't had not dead. Times I very old sacrifice. And as for me, I'm an asshole.
I'll ask Rose about you later.
Damn great. Actually, I wish she would. Good press is hard to find. But anyway, I hope that helps. I really struggled with have a very I cross lines often. I say it. So noticing what crosses, what disturbing some, or I say or do, not my. If when we get him back, talk to Finn.
But you did do it. You told me things I wasn't fully aware of. You did pay attention to people enough to tell me about them. Maybe you don't always think about it in the moment. Maybe you don't know what to do with that, but you did it. You're not an asshole.
You're right.
Sometimes your brain just runs a little too fast for everything else. Now go be cute. She needs you, you need her.
I'm not cute. I'm hot.
Well, you're adorable, and you also need to take a break. So don't go guard dog. Go take a break.
I might ask. Gets up and he goes walking.
And Theo will stay down there and we'll chill out.
Finn comes upstairs and, Aiden comes upstairs. I was just talking. And he kind of like, he walks right over to where you are, Rose.
See?
And picks you up unceremoniously.
Yep.
Sits down in your chair, puts you into his lap, and then he kind of just like ducks his head behind yours, and he just rests his head against your back, and he's just there holding it, leaving your arms free to drink.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was.
I mean, I tell you, you need to take a break all the time, but you don't listen to me.
Like, don't argue that good.
I don't.
I like that one.
We can't keep people, Finn. Aiden, Finn, we can't keep people. What are you doing?
Cuddling right now, and
Yeah, you
cuddle?
haven't been like this since we were kids.
Kind of looks at you, and he pulls his head back and looks directly at you, and his gray hazel eyes, because that's one of the indicators that he's unseelie,
Mm-hmm.
have gone to hazel.
Oh, he's Sealy. Oh.
He says, "It's been."
Yeah. I mean, House Island and House Island. Allele were the twins. We toe the line.
He looks at you and he says, "You really are upset."
I am. I read a lot of the history on it. Liam just gave me books, and I sat there and read.
As you're talking, he just keeps on leaning forward closer,
Are you trying to shut me up?
and he just kisses. There's a Fae makeout session happening in the cafeteria.
Okay.
So, Pandora.
Hello.
Made Rose tea.
Yep.
I'm assuming that you're going to be helping out in the kitchen as well.
Yep. Probably cleaning up after everything just to keep things from piling up.
Yeah. The salt is seems to be fairly knowledgeable what he's doing. He was butchering the fish very well, very efficiently. You see, he's even doing that thing you see chefs on TV doing of picking out the pin bones out of the fish fillet. He looks like he's been trained. And as he catches you looking, he's like, well, had to make also restaurants.
Did you ever? Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, yeah, we've had a couple of businesses in the family, a couple of restaurants, and I mean, if you can do your job, who cares, right?
It's like, and if anyone ever really says anything, you just start dealing drugs in the restaurant, and everyone accepts you again.
I was just about to say, like, were you doing anything to keep up with it all, or?
Like, I don't have to do. And he just is back and forth between you and him, don't have to do anything to keep up with. He's like, but we do have to keep up appearance.
Yeah, I mean, I just found out what blinkers are like a couple of weeks ago, so I think I understand why some of the, at least like this one dishwasher kid was constantly hacking up a log.
Imbecile says, how long have you been with?
Oh man. I mean, it feels longer because of all the crazy shit that's always happening. Like, rest is
Like
kind of hard.
2.5 years.
Look, I out of character, I do have to do the log of how much time it's actually been in this campaign. Huh?
It's been 4 months.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been like. Yeah, so Pandora's kind of takes a second, like pulls out her phone, is like,
We're going on month 5.
gotta be. It's like less than 6 months.
You guys have all encountered some very stressful.
Yeah.
I can. And I understand it. He brought a crew across the world.
Yeah.
And all the circumstances we had to go through. Make things work and ourselves and each safe. The bonds group. But we did have foes and do have. And I know times when we get alone.
I mean, that's one of the things that I kind of, it's something that I backburner a lot, just because I thought that being a werewolf and being different in this particular way would mean, automatic community, camaraderie, all that stuff. And I found out very painfully that that's not the case. And then just wanted to not ever deal with anyone, And I think, I mean, I encounter other werewolves. I'm making friends with some of them, and I've got notoriety, but I still have that weird combination of aversion and longing, but I lean more into the aversion just because I don't want a repeat of what happened last time, just in case.
Kind of like stops what he's doing and he looks up at you. Find me. Very much. One of our crew. But I will tell you the same thing. every one of us because we're family.
Yeah.
But can't deny inside out. And being a werewolf, part of bar.
Yeah.
Gonna have to honor respect it. You're literally regretting a. We had 2 werewolves. They got along well, but I don't think that criteria for werewolf that bond. And it may have been because there were so many others that were not wolves. I know that werewolves like to run, and they stay. I know that from having talked to our 2 crew. But at the same time, I know that missed having that. Both of them came to us, and I'm not at liberty to discuss any of that because, but they both came to us because if you have a chance to establish that connection with that part of you, understand it, probably try and take it. I'm not saying when everything calms down enough, kind of
Yeah.
chuckles, like maybe take a werewolf vacation.
Yeah. I mean, there's a friend of mine that's gonna be in need of help soon that I'd like to check up on when I can. And I do appreciate that, even though it went horribly wrong, that when I did call on my community, they did come and help me.
Like being when you, even when the rest of the crew is pissed off at you, may or may not have put fucking our hammocks. They'll still come, no matter what.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Else, yeah.
I just noticed
Yeah. Yeah. She worries me sometimes.
like I like I understand wares. I don't understand.
I mean, one of the things that they emphasize a lot is that they're squishy, and I get it. They definitely are. I've seen them be extremely dangerous. It's not that they're not dangerous. They can shoot blind. They have an alarming amount of silver in their possession. I get it, but I don't know. They worry me. They worry me because I feel like they have that instinct of just but I hope they're never in a situation where they feel like they have to be a shield for the rest of us, because I know that they do it. I know that they do it.
Assault puts down the knife he was using to guard the fillet that he had in
Mhm.
front, and he kind of looks. He turns. And he puts his hands down on the counter. He turns and looks, and he says, "On one hand, I understand what you're saying. On the other hand, why make that choice? Why do you thought that your sacrifice could buy these same friends?
Well, I'd do it, and I'd heal more than they would. I'd last longer. Well, no, I can't heal from everything, but I would. I could probably last
I have enough
longer.
bite force to head off any form.
Yeah, yeah.
Not going to heal from that.
No, I also wouldn't heal from
Just
silver.
because they come over doesn't mean sacrifice has less value.
No, it has more value. Their life is easier to extinguish.
Why don't you sacrifice?
I mean, I'd respect the sacrifice. It would break my heart, and I hope it doesn't happen. But
I'm not wishing this, by the way.
no,
just
no, of
saying-
course not.
I'm just saying that you're taking a lot on your.
Yeah,
I mean, if you can do anything to stop them from that stuff, take it and everything like that. No, yeah, tie them up and put them in the closet.
right.
He's like, but if they're literally in a position to sacrifice, bad happens.
Yeah.
They choose that sacrifice. Not let them have their. I don't. Any relationship can.
Yeah. It just worries me given everything that's going on, everything that's happened. This is insane.
And
Literally, Emerson just seasoning the fish very just this quietly while it's just like
You just hear a very gentle. I'm like the seasonings in the back.
and Basalt this says, we haven't met any other shifters, and I've been here. I knew that there was a lot of werewolves in the area. Had with them
Yeah.
because number one, I'm invading their turf, and number two, I didn't want to start a conflict that might end up with a hunt.
Yeah.
But if we come here and stay, we're gonna have to have a and probably going to ask to help us.
And I'd be happy to do that. I mean, I think a way, kind of a low stakes way to at least do introductions could be, I don't know, Fia clearing the sound out a little more and meeting the junkyard owner. His place is where a lot of the werewolves here go to blow off steam and bond with each other and hang out in a way that's less formal and friendlier. And I think that might be a good space for introductions, especially with more of the crew possibly coming. I think at least getting Fia kind of in the loop with them could be helpful to start. And if there can be some camaraderie and understanding there, then bringing more of what would be understood as Fia's people, I think would maybe cause some, like, less tension.
It is very, very reassuring.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if Fia gives him a couple of cars and that much fish to fry out for everybody, I think that'll go over really well, pretty easily.
So it's like, I don't know how much you guys eat, but that's not a lot of fish.
That's a lot for us.
Salt looks at the amount of fish there, and he's like, Fia obviously was hunting for themselves, but
Yeah.
I guess I'm more used to the entire crew.
Emrys pokes up, it lifts his head up. If we were to start a fish eatery, this could literally cover an entire day's worth of.
Yeah.
This is one meal of fish. But then again, some of them are like 8 feet.
Need a lot. I mean, with the way you guys shift, you obviously burn a lot of calories, and you need the fish that definitely compensates for that. I get it.
But whenever it says burn a lot of calories, Pandora's like, I actually think that's why, like, werewolves went on rampages. I think if back in the day, werewolves had like a giant super meal ready for when they shifted involuntarily and they ate that first, maybe they would have killed fewer cattle and also people, maybe. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I like that theory.
I think they were hangry.
People were
to an
They were
extent.
angry.
Yeah.
All right, and he begins like he's been getting like big Tupperware down the storage bins, and he's been taking all the fillets he's been cutting up, and he's been putting in the bins, and he's like he's like, walk in. Emery's looking at you. Like, where's the walk in?
Oh, and Emery's will just kind of lead him to where the walk-in freezer is.
So, rest of you, actually, hey, what have you been doing this time?
Well, you see.
You see.
Wonderful way to start.
Bay is upstairs in one of those offices that people can rent out.
Bay is sequestering themselves so they can breathe oxygen.
Basically. Away from all the magic, away from all the people who have recently shifted. People can do whatever the fuck they want magically. Bay is out of the way. Also, they can breathe and have a little bit of privacy. Bay is basically set up in the office, and their bag that they always carry that has followed them through this entire adventure is they're gay. You gotta have your emotional support backpack. They've basically unloaded the entire thing and spread out its contents on the table that's in the meeting room. And the Hunter laptop that they use is in the center of it. And they are basically taking inventory on a notepad for themselves of what they have, how much ammunition they have. They've gone through the rounds of like basically taking apart their weapon and putting it back together. And even like they even add basically the warder sword into the list of things that they're keeping. And they just call it anti-fucky-wucky sword. Weird writing. But they log into like the Hunter like laptop with their actual like login, so then they can be pinged that they are online, and they are just checking through their messages. And then on a normal like tablet, they have their website open where they can basically take jobs just to see what's been coming in, because it's been a while since they've properly checked without trying to snoop into somebody else's business. So they're trying to see what the read on them is, especially knowing that there is a blood hunt going on, sanctioned by the fucking Camarilla. Just to see like what is the net catching, the net that has been left unattended.
You rolled fairly well for that, if I remember.
For my the technology roll I made to basically safeguard that laptop.
Yeah.
I rolled very well on that.
So
So it's what they do.
Yeah. So basically, there are several pings on your little internet that you put out. Oddly enough, there's nothing directly related to fires in this that the Hunt knows about, trying to track down. But there are lots of pings associated vampires in this. know that they're called ghouls. And there is a lot of chatter going back and forth because there is a story going around that any ghoul responsible
Mm-hmm.
given
Okay.
and that means that there is now a lot of foot traffic happening during daylight hours. They are all like there's message boards going off. They're using coded messages on the message board. So you would have to take some time to break codes that have already been broken by other ciphers. Uh, the messages are basically them reporting sightings and trying to coordinate those and trying to get a good idea of where this person and basically last really well corroborated location for this person is that they left Portland on a freighter ship and it was bound for Seattle.
Gross.
And that was days ago. Definitely have been in port at some but you have to go but you have the name and the mid-size freighter.
This person they're looking for is not Bay, correct?
No.
Okay. It's just somebody in connection. And is this in so they came from Portland headed towards Seattle via freighter ship 3 days ago?
It takes a day to get from Seattle.
Yeah, so they have probably been here for about 2 days then.
Oh, and the
How
other report is the person that they're looking for.
okay. That's a surprise to me. Hold on, I'm catching up. So the other coded messages, how hard would it be to start working on that cipher? Based on context of already having one of them.
No cipher is incredibly hard to break, especially with modern encryption software.
Mm-hmm.
So if you basically go get something, these are basically alphanumeric encryption, so it's not super hard. It would probably take you a couple of hours to break at least.
Mm-hmm.
And if any of them are built off of similar encryption patterns, then you probably get the other couple of hours. If they're
Okay.
different encryption patterns, then
Bay will make because Bay doesn't write anything on like doesn't do anything digital. Everything is by hand in their notebook that they keep. Bay will basically write down the cipher that they know, make copies of all of the information that was given, and then write down like messages in the cipher that they don't know, and they'll do like a crop of like 3 or 4 random ones. So like one message thread where it's like maybe 2 people talking to each other to get similarities, and then another message. It's basically Bay wants 5 of those, just to work on in downtime whenever we're not chasing chaos, or chaos is chasing us. And then, is there anything on Bay's actual website? Because Bay has a PI website that they got the basically job that led them to the Couch and Quill.
yeah. So on the PI website, you basically have one contact. If your website has gotten a lot of traffic in the past like weeks,
Mm-hmm.
there's been a lot of hits to it. The IP addresses have ranged fucking everywhere. So you're pretty sure that it's either other hunters checking you out via VPNs or it's someone else who knows. You have one email, one contact, and the basic contact states, looking for rates, firm person, or this is person this missing, and it has a link to an article.
Mm-hmm.
That basically article links back to professor.
Mm-hmm.
And so
It wasn't Basil's professor. It was
what's
Nikki's old professor.
Yeah. So, but
So
it links
yes.
to the old professor then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it links back to the professor. And it has all the date and everything like that of when.
Mm-hmm.
And and then it shows a grainy picture of someone who looks very similar to them. And they are sitting a car parked under a street light.
Mm-hmm.
And directly catty corner from the car parked under the light is studio.
I don't think Bay has ever seen Rosa's studio.
Oh, she hasn't?
No.
That's right. Okay. So directly paddock forward, there's an art studio. What's the name of your studio again, Rose? It's okay if you don't remember.
We never named it.
Oh, we didn't name it.
Name time.
Name time.
It was
Look up your flower language.
Flower language.
no. It was. I think it was before. I remember what it was called. I have to rename it because it was tied to somebody that we found out that ended up being a very problematic person because of what Brisket was.
Understood. All right.
I'm just gonna call it the Whimsical Platypus Gallery. There you go. That's what it's called.
Because Brisket was a Stifler. But anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the last thing you have from your circuit.
He's gonna just look at that and just, all right then. You should be dead. Does the photo have a geotag on it?
Yeah, I don't see why it would not. It was. Yep. Geotag matches.
Of being in
Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually, the geotag is specific enough to put him on a certain street in Seattle. So
Bay is going to open up their email on the tablet and then basically open up the same email basically by proxy, like basically mirroring, because they can mirror their tablet on their Hunter laptop. They're going to mirror it so then they can send in the email through a VPN and bounce it off a couple places before it sends. Only because seeing that VPNs were used and is assuming this person is using one too.
Yep.
And is going to basically send a response of, with their rates are fairly reasonable. They charge like baseline 150 up front or 150 immediate. And then anything beyond that is hourly.
Yep.
And it's just going to send back, hi, thank you for copying they and say, this is Bay, how can I help you? I looked over the article that you sent me and referenced it with a photo. According to, and is going to copy and paste the university's profile for that professor. Basically any kind of like article that he appeared in, because he was a Toreador, so they're very showy, but masquerade, so being veiled. It looks like this person was an alumni who was associated with the journalism department, but by proxy of the English department for history majors. This is his information as far as I know. Were you looking for any other information? Thank you for contacting. Hope to hear from you soon. And then send.
Right.
And Bay is going to watch to see where that email ends up, basically, whenever it's being bounced.
Are you asking like where it actually ends up?
Just to make sure that it actually gets sent somewhere, that it doesn't get an auto response back of like, this email is no longer
No, yeah.
active.
No,
It's
it
like you
goes
put the
somewhere.
wrong. Okay, yeah. And it's just going to keep that tab up on both the laptop and the HunterNet stream. And then it's going to actually log into like the proper HunterNet, like where hunters communicate, and basically just scroll through to see if anything in Seattle, and also looking for things in Portland, just that might pique interest from Seattle and Portland hunters.
All right. It's gonna take a little while for that to go through.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They're basically, this is what they're doing while everybody else is
They're
doing all of
fishing.
their stuff. Basically. Via went fishing. It's Bay's turn.
So about this time, the food that's been prepared is ready. The excess fish has been basically put up into the walk-in. So, Emery's, do you basically ring the bell for soup on?
Pretty much, yeah. And by ring the bell, I mean I send a mass text in the group text.
Rose does not answer the group text.
Makeout session.
Rose and Aiden are still making out in the
if I see that Rose doesn't answer the group text, Emrys will send Kane, or not Kane. I think Rumi is the name of his cat.
Yes.
Let me double check that.
Lumi.
Yeah, I'll send Rumi out to find Rose and Aiden, and we'll probably just like sit in front of them and like have a very like questioning look on his face and just go, meh.
Oh, hi, Rumi.
Meh.
Aiden looks at the cat and is like, cats. Timing ever.
And Rumi will like narrow his eyes and will walk away, tail swishing.
Like, I'm assuming that was.
She's a little flustered as she's getting up with the blanket, and she'll like, okay, so you know, like when you have like a blanket over your shoulders, and then you just burrito yourself into it, and then just shuffle into the other room. That is Rose.
Gotcha. Aiden
Legit.
is walking behind you, and instead of you shuffling, you feel you're being tugged from the back as Aiden's like this onto the blanket.
He's slowing my movement even more. I'm struggling.
Yes.
Dope.
So you guys, everyone assembles. The little cafe dining area is turned into an impromptu family meet area.
Does anyone get Thea?
Yes, Bay will go get
Okay.
Thea.
Well, I was gonna say Basalt would go get. Thea
Oh,
if he
right.
couldn't
Right,
legally
Basalt
see
was
them.
helping.
Thea doesn't have a
the original
phone
cookie.
yet.
Bass-
It's just everyone's gathering and Thea's like, I wonder what's happening.
No, the moment that Baz got done with what he was doing and looked around, didn't see Fia, he would have started asking and looking for Fia. And eventually determined that Fia was downstairs. So Basalt's like sticks his head in there and he's like, ready?
Thea would like get up and go. That was just really funny.
It was hilarious. Completely didn't think about that.
Completely forgot that Fia has no phone.
Also, I don't think any shoes yet either. Did Fia ever get shoes?
No.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Fia has been dogs out this entire time.
half the time Fia doesn't have their shirt, so
Yeah.
True.
Listen, you get pants. You're lucky.
we count ourselves like pants. But yeah, so I think this is a great place to stop, as everyone's actually going to get some actual quiet time for and a few minutes to
We did
actually just.
Yep.
I will
Before the bullshit.
I will personally, as Thea, single fucking handedly fight anything that tries to disturb them.
So anyway, yeah, you guys settle in for a good evening, and everyone else, thank you so much for having joined us. This really appreciate it. And what we're is everyone in our Twitch channel. We're going to be raiding out into another channel in just moments. Stick around. If you've never been on a raid before, basically we're going to take our audience, jump into someone else's audience, and all we ask of you is that number one, hang around for the ride. Number two, when you get there, tell them Dinner and a Game sent you. And the last thing we want you to do is refresh your browser. Hit the refresh button on your browser itself, or hit the F5 key on your keyboard when you get fully loaded in their screen, because that helps them with metrics. And we're all about community and trying to promote other members of our community as best we can. And that's the best way we can help support them, and you can help us. And if you can, thank them for making content, because we all do this, like we said, because we love it. But when someone else actually gives us a like or a follow, it makes our day. I want you to help make some day now. Let's go ahead and say goodnight to all of our wonderful players. Let's let them tell you find them massive webs. We will start out this time. We'll start out with Cove this time, because last time. Cove, where can people find you on the mighty interweb?
Hello. You can find me here, obviously, on Tuesdays, where I get to play Fia, who is about to drag all of these motherfuckers through a health and healing journey, potentially at the detriment of himself, but we'll see how far that goes. And then once in a blue moon, you can find me here on Wednesdays, playing Calyx. I would say playing something else, but I chose to play Calyx tomorrow as well, so you'll find me here tomorrow. And then every Thursday, you can find me and the wonderful Madness Diamond over on World Tree Quests playing Fathoms Below. I get to play Echo. And one of our castmates gave me homework prior to this session. Then every other Friday, you can find me here on Dinner and a Game as well, playing Cyberpunk Red. I get to play Jester.
That is this Friday, too.
It is this Friday, and it's going to be a doozy of a startup session. And then every Saturday, you can find me on my Twitch channel, Selkie Cove, playing Vampire the Masquerade Endless Nights. We are actually going to have a at-home sparring training session. It's going to be very chill. I said it for last session. I'm going to say it again for this one. If you have not joined before and you want a good place to start, we're actually in that point now. So feel free to come on around. That's me.
Excellent, thank you. We will go now and continue around and go. M, where can people find you on the mighty interweb?
Hi, I'm Star Stories, or Star Story on most corners of the internet, because social media cannot decide what my usernames should be. On Mondays, well, actually, this coming Monday is the series finale of Twin Cities by Night on Beggar Street at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see if I get to kill a Archbishop. So that's gonna be fun. I play Myrtle Galloway and ex-Sabbat Paladin Zamitzi. On Monday nights, this Monday we'll be playing Honey Heist, which is a one-page TTRPG. We're doing dice pack. So we're not playing, well, our werewolves are pretending to be bears. So that's going to be a whole thing, and it's going to be fun. It's our werewolves playing a TTRPG.
I was going to say, it's going to be meta
Yeah.
as all fuck.
Yes, the Lasers and Feeling ones was so unhinged, and they enjoyed themselves so much, we're doing it again. On Tuesdays, you can find me here, playing Countess Rosaline. Friday, on the Starfield, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is the season finale of Midnight Codex. And I actually get to show a preview of what Season 2 is going to look like, because Season 2 is going to be published out later this year. So that's going to be fun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And then you can find me on Dicey Tables Podcast.
Wherever you find the incredible podcasts. Excellent. Thank you very much. Diamond, where can people find you on the mighty interwebs?
I'm Madness Diamond. since we're friends now, he can call me Diamond. You can find me everywhere on the interwebs at Madness Diamond, unless you're looking for me on TikTok. I'm Madness Diamond 2.0. And if you look at my Beacons link, you can see my entire updated actual play schedule as it stands right now. I do have a couple more one-shots scheduled for the month to come that I will be in, because I was just in the lovely BIPOC Star Wars charity event with the amazing Sphinx Akasha, who was also in it. We raised, I think it ended up being $1,750 for Black Girls Code. It was fantastic. And on Mondays, you can find me over on the Starfield with our lovely Star Shard Stories as my storyteller, where I play Soiree, the Silver Fang Ragabash, because heavy is the crown.
Oh, yeah, especially after last session. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, gaining a point of rage because you feel like your renown and standing within the entire Guru Nation is in trouble because your pack members want to flirt with a fucking pariah. But on Tuesdays, you can find me here playing Bay, your very human hunter, with the Martyr Creed. That everyone's like, "Hey, Bay, don't be a martyr," and Bay's like, see about that. About that. So, but you can find me here playing Bay every Tuesday, unless we're playing Crawfish Till the Bitter End, where you'll see me play Cherie Darcy, the lovely chosen. And then on Thursdays, you can find myself in our lovely Sulky Cove over on World Tree Quest playing Fathoms Below, the completely homebrewed 5e underwater campaign, where I play Melusine Lusvestra, who is the Battlemaster Barbarian of the group. So it's going to be fun. Luce is taking a nap right now because we got a long rest. And somebody else is going to be playing Ring Around the Rosie. But yeah, that's where you can find me. You can follow me on all my socials, see what I'm up to. I'll keep people updated on all the one-shots that I'm doing. I believe the 2 that I have scheduled are also charity events, but I don't have solid details on that yet. So give me a follow. Check out my content. Enjoy my wholesome chaos.
Absolutely. Sphinx, where can people find you on the Mighty Underworld?
Oh, that's me. Hi, I'm Sphinx Akasha, your champion of bards, your storyteller for all seasons, your keeper of the Eye of the Wayfarer, and proprietor of the Everbright Archive. And we'll get to that in a second. You can find me on right here with Dinner in the Game on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, playing, of course, Emerald Sanctums, as Emrys, or I'm blanking on the name of the Crawfish game. Hell,
Crawfish Till the Bitter End.
Or Crawfish to the Bitter End, where you get to see me play my vampire, Valentine Amir. On Wednesdays, usually Kingdoms of Mist, where I play Valentine O'Call, or on tomorrow, where I will be playing an as of yet named Chosen One, which will be the first time I've ever played the Chosen One in Monster of the Week. So that'll be fun. On every other Fridays, including this Friday, you can find me with ADHD Adventures, where I run my campaign, Agents of the Circle. We are in our 5th and final season, and we are, in fact, we've got 5 episodes left in the series. We are starting the War of the Bards. It's going to be balls to the wall ridiculousness. The anthem, the Nation of Bards, are facing off against the combined might of the Pirate Queen and her armada of the Lejar Principality, and the Church of the Silver Flame, which are responsible for killing off almost every other member of the agency that our party belongs to. So tune in for that. Also, if you tune in, you get to see what I'm working on next at the end of the very, very last episode, which will be our 100th episode. I didn't do that on purpose. It's just the way the math mathed. On Saturdays, you can find me playing, switching back and forth between Heroes Arc and Unlicensed Magic War Crimes. This week is a Heroes Arc week. And on Sundays, you can find me playing The Tale That Never Was, where I play as Io Sidra Neota, my answer to the question of what happens when you take Howl from Howl's Moving Castle, you make him a Kalishtar, and you make Calcifer, his quarry. You get an Eldritch Aberrant Mind sorcerer is what happens. But then you can find me after Gen Con, which I will also be at, premiering my new project, The Everbright Archives, which will be kind of a revolving table, actual play podcast, the likes of which you've never heard before. It will be featuring some lovely, lovely players at this first table. Brinersa, Sweet Tea, and these two lovely beings here, Madness Diamond and Cove Selkie, as we venture into the storied path, and it's going to be great. It's my most ambitious project. I'll be scoring the whole thing, so all of the music that you hear will be original music. It will be a fun time, and the stories will be epic and lovely. So tune in for that. Tune into all of my socials for more of that. Circle DM on TikTok, Sphinx Akasha, everywhere else on the internet.
And thank you very much for the raid, the Lollygaggers. We really appreciate it. We are also wrapping up. But before we finish wrapping up, we have to hear from our last player, Milagros. Milagros, where can people find you on the Mighty Mighty Interweb?
Hello, I am Milagros, also known as Fountain Pen Femme, and I can consistently be found here on Dinner and a Game Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights, except for tomorrow, because every second Wednesday I'm part of a show called Dyke Mike at Ginger's Bar in Brooklyn, and it's super fun. I love it a lot. It's been really nice getting back into music. But on Tuesdays I either play Pandora, the Black Fury Werewolf, or Elle, the Initiate. And then on Wednesdays, I play Utopia, Aster Okal, our big gay paladin, or Mama Albert, the small gay trucker, and what was it, like Henderson or something is the playbook.
Henderson?
Yeah, it's the Henderson. But yeah, I'm so excited to catch up on whatever happens tomorrow night, and I'm just happy to be here.
Excellent. And you can find these lovely creators link in our chat right now. Also, you can find Dinner and a Games link there as well. If you want to, and if you can, please give them a follow. As we said multiple times now, we are all creators. Whether or not we had platforms, because we love what we do. It's our hobby. But when someone takes the time to hit that like or follow button, it gives us a serotonin boost we can't even begin to describe, and we much serotonin boost. That's what we're going to do now for someone else. As we're going to go out and do all the gaggers did to us, and we're going to go find someone to raid. That's on our Twitch channels. On all our other social medias, we're going to give you guys a great Tuesday night. Hope you will be here tomorrow night, as Sam, Markov & Co. is going to be running a one-shot of Monsters for us. And I don't remember if...
I can!
Yay.
I thought tomorrow was a week from tomorrow. It is not.
Time is a fucking illusion, okay? But I'm glad that the illusion worked out in the proper direction this time. So yeah, we're going to have some people there. I'm going to run tech tomorrow night because I got some things I think I would need to catch up on while I got that. But we're going to have plenty of people playing Monster the Week. Please join us. And then on Friday, of course, S4 Cyberpunk Red, Open Source Life, Big Dev Dreams, as our edge runners try and keep ahead of things. Best way you can. But it's going to be interesting, and we hope to see you all there. At Dinner Game, we always say if you see at the table, please do and take care of yourselves. We almost all of us went to Gen Con. Almost all of us got COVID. It's out there. It's the thing now. Please do what you can. Social distance where you can. Wear a mask when you can. We want you to have as many spell slots as possible, as often as you can. We love you all, and we will see you guys tomorrow night, we hope. And if not, we'll see you very much.